Mush mush. That's a surf hurdle. The company put those up to harness the power of flowing goo, which doesn't flow so well now. What you do here matters to you and the world. Couldn't stand another hour of daylight. It smells like surf, all right. Slice and dice. Good hit. Don't lose your way in the blackness. You're fading. Hard to believe that notice board still has anything on it. Don't think the machines that worked here posted many things. You're getting closer to one of Toxanol's automaker mats. Just keep your ears up. The Toxanol Corporation manufactured many things here. Few of them lasted any longer than the place did. If you only have enough green to buy the cheap thing and you need it now, that's what you do. Even if buying the cost-more thing would be cheaper in the long run. Keep on the lookout for a track. Might find it among all the trash. Look! Trash! Oh no! Track! You found the track! Even among all this junk, there was plenty to learn about and explore. Too true. But in the long run, everything gets thrown away. Even the living. Don't waste too much time on the tracks here. There are always others to be found, and in less depressing places. History is nothing but a series of stories. Gripes about how everything's falling into dark space. They sent some scouts out to find an old cave covered with age-old scribbles. They've been gone a long time. Someone needs to bring them home. Says it's not too far off, but there's maybe a better way. Claims the scouts know to look for the fire beacon. Once it's lit, they should come back. But they can't reach the fire beacon. Could you do it? Then they'll know for sure if the scouts got lost in the cave. Says they thank you, and the scouts' families will too.
Getting brighter every time.
Oh, no. Go look at yourself in a mirror.
Can't. Everyone you looked in cracked.
That was only one time.
I have a shop full of shattered mirrors that says you're wrong.
Surprised that board never got washed away with the surge of the surf. Listen up. You might be able to hear a surf hurdler when you get closer to it. The surf hurdle harnessed the power of flowing water. The plant had to stop because the goo got way too thick. Anything that moves can generate spark, if you can catch it. You should find a track here if the goo hasn't washed it away. Nighttime is ending. There's the track, and still goo-free. Not even raging surf could stop those explorations. Glad you feel that way. It's a big world, and it seems like there's always more to see. And once you see it all, you can go back and see how it's changed. One thing about finding all those tracks, you know you're making tracks too. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Keep on tracking down here and things will look up eventually. Super effective. It's a decent ladder. That's hard to come by. At least you're not coming out of this empty-handed. Have to love another fresh start. Climbing's good. You look at all the damage done at this quarrel spot, and you just have to wonder, what was the point? Chop it up. Don't stop pounding that. Flash the slash. Tap hard. The world is awake. Made the kill. Back, Urgum. Well, what do you know? Yuck! That there's a sludge gush field where the company used to suck sludge from the underground. Now it's all over. Kaboom! Odd things lurk in the darkest parts of the underworld. That notice board is cleaner than just about anything else around here. You're nudging up toward a played-out sludge field. Just follow your nose. This place used to pump sludge from the ground for fuel. If you think the sludge was nasty, it was worse when the Toxanol Corporation burned it. Some of it, but mostly they sent it to plants where they turned it into go juice, and then burned that. You can probably find a track around here if you look hard enough. That's an upsy-dups. Good for learning how to haul up. Dusk always seems like a good time to hustle. It soars like a kite, so it better be one. Latch onto it before it flies away. Reel that in. Juju will be pleased to see you manage to get hold of a bobbin, even though it's the unconventional kind. Says living in the end times might be hard, but it's not all bad. Found an unbroken flush stool over yonder. Still works. You should grab that flush stool before someone scraps it for parts. Says you sit, you stool, you flush. Simple. Figures you might find the flush stool in a closet. That's where they used to keep them. Once you find the flush stool, don't drop it. A working flush stool is an amazing thing. Clean and fast. Says it would smell a lot better around here. You finally found the village of Bumlidoff. The stars, let's see. Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find...
No.
Time to turn stuff you don't want into stuff you do. Seemed fair. Oh, wow. The plague that's ruining the land needs to be stopped. Great shot. Look at those notices on the board. Too bad the gnotes couldn't read them. If you wander around here, you might find Noko. She just loves those gnotes. Once the power ran out, it made sense to ride gnotes, and that tradition continued through the years. Powered types of transportation polluted the world, but didn't poop in the street. Obviously, they didn't have their priorities right in those days. Watch your step here, and you might find tracks of another traveler. Let's see. This is way worse than moist. The moistest. Found it! Even under all the muck in the gnote pen. Hard to believe the gnotes didn't trample it. They seem faster than you, and don't forget that when you ride them, they do all the work to keep you moving. You should keep moving. Can't let those gnotes blaze the trails for you. Someone will pay dearly for that. How far underground do you think you are? Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid. Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark. But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going. Seems reluctant to even say its name. It's become personal to her too, since it's taken so many of her innocent gnotes as prey. Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be. She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least. She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
Apli tonumuta, anora kapapum.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like, until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here.
Apli tonumuta.
Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Looper Lupin to pay for what he did to her Gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature.
Love the glow of the light.
No. Down! Down! Oh.
All the way up. Crank that glow up to 11.
I'll make you glow.
Too late.
Amu, anora kapapum.
Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
Kanamunt, kototuku, kamonu.
The choices can be overwhelming, but you have to choose, or you just stay where you are. And what kind of choice is that?
Kanamunta, pial tuma.
So happy the world is going to live, would have been crushed to see all the Gnotes die with it.
Monibasa, pala.
Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out.
Apli tonumuta.
Glad you saw the light with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights too.
Drumblene marsamambunundu.
Says that's only for a little while, and when your eyes clear, you see everything even better than before.
Asana yotpa.
But let's not speak of that now.
Puri kumbala muma.
She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow.
Vaseno kasaman waru. Pendrine senama.
The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you.
Pial tuma.
You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater.
Dropal. Kototuku. Domale tuku.
She's sad that something as wild as the hoof puff can't be tamed, but has to come to terms with the fact that you need to stop it. Let's see.
Masama.
The tree sustains
Kototuku.
wouldn't. You're going to get a workout up in the mountains. You found the Majut Meadow. Watch out for the Majut. Shot through. One down. Victualled up your vitals.
All fired up.
The world is getting colorful again.
Pendrine senema, ignada aldo.
Now that the Majut is back in the pen, it seems calm, but Noko is still concerned.
Asil natu.
She says the Majut is still anxious, but fortunately she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
Asana yotpa, anora kapapum.
The Majut once found and ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
Asil natu, vaseno kasamalwaru.
She says that you should find some bonbon gummies for the Majut by the crossway. At least, that's where she found some last time.
Aplitonumuta, amu. Dere?
It's easy to describe. A crossway is where roads meet in a knot and merge. This one is in Sector 7J, if you're familiar with Out of Date's map.